MMA tonight. I'm not going to be long. I'm just going to share my views on this MMA tonight, guys. Haha, man. My prediction, my prediction came through, you know what I mean, away from Chimaev, Chimaev submission for Robert Whittaker. I know, I mean, guys, I thought Robert Whittaker would have came out a little bit more prepared. But Chimaev took him down, take him down, and that was it. Robert Whittaker didn't have no answer, guys. Didn't have no answer, no answer. It wasn't even a minute or 2 minutes, guys. The fight was over in the first round. Very disappointing for Robert Whittaker. Very disappointed. Very disappointed in Robert Whittaker. I thought it would have been a more interesting fight, but it seemed that Robert Whittaker couldn't stop the takedown. First attempt, and he got him down, and he couldn't get back up, and he got submitted. What a waste. A waste of, to me, it's a waste of training. He didn't have no answer. You know this man going to take you down. In the press conference, he said that he gonna stand up and fight, but we all know Chimaev is not good on his feet. He's good on the ground, but on the feet, it's a little bit iffy. But Robert Whittaker, people, it was a very disappointed UFC 308 for Robert Whittaker. Disappointed, man. I thought he would have been more better than that. I thought he would have come more equipped to defend the takedown and take down it, you know, because if he would have defended that first takedown, I believe the fight would have been an outcome different. But Robert Whittaker didn't have no answer, couldn't get back up, left his neck open. You know this man is a big-time submission artist, big-time wrestler from Russia. Robert Whittaker was not prepared, and he called out Chimaev. He called out Chimaev. They were supposed to fight. That didn't go down. He called him out, and Robert Whittaker did not come prepared for that fight. The first shoot, Khamzat took him down. Chimaev took him down, give him some little punches there, not heavy punches, but he submitted Robert Whittaker. 1, 2, 3, ran through him like butter. Robert Whittaker didn't have no answer, guy, no answer. Very disappointed, Robert Whittaker, man. And I picked Robert Whittaker to win that fight at least by decision. I figured at least Robert Whittaker would have came out the first round. At least the first round, man. At least the first round. And Chimaev, he's not that good, people. He's not that good. There is holes, there's games, there's hole in his game, but no one is trying to. Hey, keep up the great work. I subscribe, I like. You also don't listen to the haters, and you make me laugh at your yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. But we talking about Robert Whittaker tonight, man. Very disappointed, man. Disappointed. I'm disappointed. He's done. Robert Whittaker is done. Come on, man. Good evening, guys, from Indonesia. We're talking about MMA that went down today. And listen, guys. I do not think Chimaev can come to the United States. All his fights is always in Saudi Arabia. He cannot come to the United States. Bro, get out my live with this nonsense, guys. You know what I mean? You're in this live. But what I'm saying is, Robert Whittaker, man, disappointing, guys. Very disappointed. I thought Robert Whittaker would have came in a little bit more prepared, you know, for the takedown, but Robert Whittaker was not prepared, guy. He just got ran through like butter, real quick. People, it wasn't even a minute. It was not even a minute that Robert Whittaker was in the octagon, and he totally let down his corner. He let down himself, guys, because he didn't do nothing. Robert Whittaker didn't do nothing. Hey, Dreadhead, get out my chat with this nonsense, guys. We're not speaking about. Come on, man, have some respect. So, you know, I picked Robert Whittaker to win that fight, guys. I picked Robert Whittaker to win that fight by decision, but very disappointed. I didn't pick Holloway. I said Holloway would have came up short. I picked Topuria Topuria, Topuria is nice, guys. Topuria, let me tell you something. Holloway came out hot in the first round. Very hot, very aggressive. That snapping jab, no, it didn't work. Guys, the first round, that was the best round with Holloway. The first, he came out, but guess what, guys? Topuria, time Holloway, his body movement, people, no one right now, I don't think no one in that in that division gonna beat him right now. People, he is well balanced, well round on the ground, on the feet. This guy have power. His head movement is not down in the middle. Even though Holloway was hitting him, but the second round came out, Topuria came out a little more composed, a little more patient. He said, okay, I got you. I got the speed. I got the power over you. All I just got to be time and settle everything right. And he was piecing Holloway apart. He came out, I think, the third round. He started giving Holloway some body shots, some body shots. And let me tell you something. His turnover, his hand speed, guys, that overhand right is so fast. I don't think Holloway see it coming, bro. When he caught Holloway with that right, I said it's over. Holloway was shook. He was shook. He backed down, caught him again, and he came with that left and took Holloway out. First time Holloway been knocked out. And I said it on my podcast. There's a video on my podcast. I did a show about UFC308 about Holloway. I said that, these new breed of fighters coming right now, guys, they are on another level. These breed of fighters, people, they are all around. They're good on the feet. They're good on the ground. They just all the way good. And those old fighters like the Holloway, the Justin Gaethje, Justin Poirier, they're gonna have trouble to transition to these new breed of fighters. Because guess what? These new breed of MMA fighter people, they have some new tools, new tricks that and we talking about condition. These new breed fighters, they in condition, just like Chimaev, Khamzat Chimaev. People, check out a video by Bobby Green. Bobby Green did a video about last year. He did a video, and I think it's on my podcast too. It's on my channel, but you got to look to it, guys. Bobby Green did a video that he fought this Russian guy a couple years ago. I forgot his name. He started with an M. He's currently champion. He said, wait a minute here. He said, there is a different strength, and it's all knowing, guys. All knowing. It's a proven fact. A lot of these wrestling fighters take steroids when they were younger, even though it's not in their system now. But even the Russian guy, he came there, they should take vitamins. They call them vitamins. So these young guys coming from Russia, people, they start being bred from they're like young, maybe like 10, 11, 13 years old, start taking steroid, guys. We know Russia and China for years. We know Russia was banned for the Olympics because of steroids abuse. China used to lie about kids' age. Those countries, people, they like to cheat. They cannot win fair. This is all allegation, but all I know, Bobby Green went on it, and Russian, I forgot his name. He's from Russia, and Bobby Green says it's a different kind of strength. And these guys start taking vitamins, start taking steroids from them at a young age, so their body get very strong, guys. Even though they're not taking it now, but a lot of these Russian fighters, they start taking steroids from when they maybe like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. So by the time they're 18, 19, they're not on that cycle anymore. They have this natural strength, people. And, it's not fair. It's not fair. But I believe there is something going on with the wrestlers from Russia. I think there is something going on, guys. I don't know what it is. It's just a stipulation, But I believe that these guys from Russia, these MMA fighters, different breed, but I believe that they're not. Something is not right. Something is not right. Because Bobby Green exposed that, guys. Bobby Green exposed that. Hey, guys, thank you for everyone coming in, guys. I see about 25 people or more. I only have 1 likes, guys. Come on, press the like so the video go in the algorithm and engage, guys. So Am I disappointed at Robert Whittaker? Yes, because I think Robert Whittaker could have did better than that. I think Robert Whittaker came in, he called out Chimaev. He called out Chimaev, and just disappointed, guys. Disappointed, very disappointed in Robert Whittaker. Very disappointed. Hi, how you doing? Right now in that division, we know who's a champion. Dracus, he's a champion, and Duplessis, he's a champion, and who else? We have Strickland supposed to be fighting up soon, but from what I hear, Daniel Cormier and the other commentators, they're talking about Khamzat might jump the line. No, I believe Strickland should be the next up to fight Dracus, because we know that, you know, the first fight was very close, very controversial on that fight. A lot of people say Sean Strickland won that fight. A lot of people say Dracus, but they're gonna have a rematch, and the rematch, Khamzat Chimaev, he should be the next person, you know, after Darius fight Strickland. He's up next. Let's get into Izzy. Izzy right now, man, I don't know. Izzy, I don't know. We know that, and listen, guys, so we trying to say, or we saying that Gilbert Burns is better than Robert Whittaker? It's obvious Gilbert Burns is better than Robert Whittaker, because Gilbert Burns went the whole 3 rounds or whatever, 5 rounds with Chimaev, and gave Chimaev a very hard time, guys. I think you know, Gilbert Burns could have won that fight because he rocked Chimaev very hard. He rocked him, but I think, you know, he just lost his composure, and just he was so anxious that he overextended himself, and Khamzat took him down, and, you know, but Gilbert Burns, man, was more a competitive fight than Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker was very disappointing. I know he's disappointed himself, people. Very disappointed. I still can't get over it, guys. I still can't get over it. He didn't even come out the first round. He didn't even come out. People, it wasn't even 2 minutes. It wasn't even 2 minutes. Khamzat didn't even get a sweat. He did not even get break or sweat to get into the fight. By the time, you know, he took this man down, and Robert Whittaker, he said he fractured his jaw or something happened. You know, I think, you know, people look at that fight again. I think Robert Whittaker broke his jaw because when they was on the ground next to the cage, you know, Chimaev gave him a big elbow, and I think that might be the elbow that broke his jaw. But he said that when a lot of commentators were saying that when Chimaev put on that naked, you know, that chokehold, you know, Chimaev said he heard something went click, and he said, yeah, this guy's jaw is broken, and Robert Whittaker tapped immediately right away. But guys, away from that, you know what I mean? I know, you know, you get your jaw fractured, you cannot fight, guys. You cannot, because you get punched, it hurt, guys. So, but before that, Robert Whittaker, very disappointed. He should be disappointed himself, guys. It was no competition, nothing, guys. No competition. Guys, press the like button, guys. I seen 22 people in here, and I only have 2 likes. Come on, guys, press the like button. So, you know what I mean? Away from Max Holloway, I already predict that Max Holloway to come up short, guys. Topuria, he's a very well-rounded fighter, man. He's disciplined. You could tell he punched hard. His speed was phenomenal. You know, the first round, you know what I mean? The first round, I guess they was finished other out, but the first round, they just went straight in it. Max Holloway was giving, you know, Topuria with some good shots, but I don't think they really bothered Topuria. I don't think Max Holloway punches or kicks, I don't think it really hurt him, but it was just annoying. But God bless you. Bless up, guys. Bless up. Thank you for coming. Chimaev is not your average Joe. God, listen, Chimaev, listen. We know that he went against Usman. That was a very quick fight. Usman, you know what I mean? He went against Gilbert Burns. Those are the 2 fights that I believe that you know what I mean? No one is watching fights on Chimaev. No one is watching fight how to beat this guy. This guy have a lot of you think he's gonna be the champ? Man, you think he gonna beat Darius? Dracus? Excuse me, you think he's gonna beat Dracus? You think he's gonna beat Dracus? because Strong Strickland is coming up next. You know what I mean? Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Big up to the guys. Them join the chat. Hope there's a lot of MMA guys in here, guys. Lydia was catching Max in first round 2 and the takedown. Yes. I was about to talk about that. You listen, but you could tell his punching was more crisp, more harder, because you could tell Max Holloway, he was getting hit. You know what I mean? Even though Max Holloway was giving him some elbows, some shots. You know what I mean? But I tell you one thing, Topuria gave Max Holloway some body shots, man. And man, let me tell you something. Topuria, his hands, they are very. I know Max value punches, but guess what? When Max Holloway come in the second round, he was tired. You could see the sweat on his body, and Topuria wasn't even warmed up yet, guys. You know what I mean? They're saying Holloway could go this for hours. No. The only way, the way to beat Max Holloway, Topuria showed the same way how to beat Max Holloway. See, Max Holloway didn't fight his fight. He fight Lilia, Topuria fight. He fought his fight. Reason why I said that. Look at Max Holloway posture. Look what he did. He's like this. He went down to Topuria level. If you're a big fighter like that, tall like Max Holloway, use your height. Max Holloway do not use his height. Yeah, the jab, the kicks, but he's always slouching down. He come down to his fighters, and that's the reason why he always getting caught. He's you know what I mean? And with that fight with Justin Gaethje, people, that was a 50-50-50. With Islam, it's truly a 50-50 fight. In my opinion, Max Holloway was not. Max Holloway is overrated. He did not fight his fight. Topuria made him fight his fight because, like I said, Max Holloway, look, yeah, that should be another fight coming up. That should be a good fight. That's a, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Man, listen. I want to see Khamzat Chimaev. I want to see him go up against Strickland and Drakus. Both of them over there. Yeah, but were you on earlier, Meek, when I was speaking about you can't say yes, Holloway's overrated because he's styled. That fight with Justin Gaethje, it wasn't a setup punch. It was just they going at it, and whoever landed the punch took each other out. It wasn't like it was a plan. Holloway called him, come in here, let's go, let's duke it out. And when you call let's duke it out, it was not nothing like setup. I could understand if it was a setup knockout, he set it up, but it was just a plain over the head wild punch that caught Justin Gaethje, and that was it. That was it. He's not overrated, well, a little bit. But hear this now, Meek, okay. I said before with the fight, who you want to see? Holloway should use more head movement and keep them chin tucked. Yes, and he doesn't use his height. Holloway for that weight division. Holloway is a big dude. He's tall. He's very big. You know what I mean? For what, 145? I think they're 145. You know what I mean? For a big dude. You know what I mean? He always go down. Why he went down to Topuria level? I'm like this when I saw he came out, he's like this, and that's what Holloway. I don't know why he fight like that, guys. I don't know why he fight. He crunched down. He take away his whole. Sorry, guys. He take away his whole his length, his arm. You know what I mean? He crouched down. I don't know why. He should stand up straight and do his jab. You know what I mean? Look at who stand up straight. Look at Sean Strickland. Even though he have an issue, got to tuck his chin, but look at Sean Strickland straight, and look at it. Look at his jab, straight jab. He's not slouching, very straight. Holloway, he need to up his posture. He can't go like that, and that's what I see. Topuria versus Islam, 2-2 super fight, featherweight, and no other chance. Yes, to Islam. Yes, Islam. That's the guy. That's the guy that fought. That's the guy that fought Bobby Green. I think that was a guy. I'm not sure. Was it Islam? Some guy was fight Bobby Green. Bobby Green did a video a couple years ago. Said this guy, man, this guy, the people from Russia, they have a different strength. And he's saying that, you know, even Islam went on record that they should take vitamin when they were young guys. And we know about Russia. We don't know. We don't know. I'm not saying they're on steroids now. I know they're getting checked. We know USADA is not there no more. It's some called VADA, which is not 100%. They are not good. Guys, come on, guys. Press the like button, guys. I've seen over 30 people in here. I've seen 2 likes. Come on, guys. Press the like button. I don't want to beg people, but come on, guys. You know what I mean? We're having a session here tonight. Bobby yapped a little bit too much. Yeah, but it was true. It was true. It was true, guys. It was 100% fact what Bobby Green said. It was 100% facts what Bobby Green said, guys. Let me just move back. I'm in my car. This guy want to move out. I'm out, so I'm just going to take the parking spot right there. You know what I mean? It was a good fight, guys. Meek, what do you think about the Jones coming up? Jones and Middleweight. That's a fight that's coming up in November next month. So we're going to see how that going to turn out, guys. You know what I mean? That's going to be a very good fight. Jones probably win. Yeah, but listen. MMA, anything could happen in MMA, guy. Anything. Listen, you know. Listen, my 3 fighters, you know what I mean, and I always tell, when I do MMA videos, I tell my people my 3 fights that I like, my 3 fighters, I know that they are born fighters. They have it. You cannot train for it. You can't get it. I believe Francis versus Aspinall. Nah, that's not. Nah, I believe Francis will knock him out. You know what I mean? Francis is a beast. Francis is a beast, guys. Francis is a beast. He's a real beast, you know what I mean? He's a real... Sorry, guys. Let me just park, you know what I mean? So I could get a little more comfortable and do my chat. Yeah, but it's going to be a good fight, man. Jon Jones versus Middleweight. You know, that's coming up November... That's coming up November something next month. That's going to be a good fight, guys. Yeah, Jones most likely probably win. Listen... Did anyone see Jones? No bias there for Francis. No bias there for Francis. Yeah, I think Jones gonna retire. Yeah, senior. Yeah, I think Jones. Yeah, Meek. Yeah, Jones versus Francis, probably UFC. But that's up to Dana. You know what I mean? Right now, you know, they could cross promote, but I don't think Dana want to do that because he have an issue with Francis. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're both going to retire. They're both going to retire. Yeah, they're both going to retire. They're both going to retire. They're both going to retire. Jones is 37, same age as Francis. You know what I mean? It's not that Jones are old. You know, he's not old, like, you know, in years. He's still a young man. But for MMA, guys, you got to understand, Jones doing this for at least almost 20 years, guys. You know what I mean? He was the youngest light heavyweight in the world. UFC, and he's doing this for a long time, guys. You know what I mean? It's called wear and tear. You know what I mean? It's wear and tear. You know, he's been doing this for a very long time. Very long time. Very long time. You know what I mean? He's doing this for a very long. France is expensive to sign. Yes. Now, yes. Listen. Let me tell you something, guys. Francis now, to get Francis fighting in the UFC, I don't think Dana White can afford him right now. You know, because he want at least $12 million a fight or more. Francis, he made, I think, I don't know, a fight from last week or whatever. They said that he made over close to $20 million. You know, that's with all the investments and all that. What about Jones beating his wife? Nah, I don't think so. Listen, all of that was a bunch of bull crap. And listen, one thing, see, I have three fighters that I believe they are the best MMA fighter right now. And if anyone disagree, you have a problem. The number 1 is Jon Jones. Number 2 is Francis. Number 3, Alex Pereira. Listen, them 3 fighters, they are born. They are fighters. Let me tell you something. Francis, his story, Dana White, in certain ways is biased. In certain way, I'm not saying he is. In certain way, he's biased when it comes down to MMA fighters that want to go to the next level. And I believe, you know, all Francis won the box. You know what I mean? And this is where I say it's biased. He did it for one fighter. He did it for Conor McGregor. Remember, we know that. We know that. So why you couldn't do it for Francis? Francis actually begged this man. He begged this man. And so Francis did an interview, and Francis broke it down and explained to the people the reason why that he left the UFC, and the reason why that the UFC is not have the best interest for their fighters. Francis said he wanted a union, he wanted insurance, he wanted the fighters, you know, someone to advocate for them, you know, when they go for contracts, know what they get in contracts. You know, Francis wanted all that. Francis was not looking up. Yes, he's looking up for himself, but he was like, wait a minute here. Fighters need better treatment. They're not. Do you think that the MMA fighters make a lot of money? They don't. You have to be on the up. You have to be like one of the best. Like you have to be in the category of the Jon Joneses and Steve Bay and so forth, and the Pereira and all of that. You know what I mean? Right now, Alex Pereira is the only one carrying the UFC. He's the most active fighter in the last 2 years. Alex Pereira fight every other 4 months, every 6 months. This man is fighting because he does not get a lot of injuries. He don't take a lot of punishment in the octagon. You know what I mean? And Alex Pereira is what, 35, 34. He's you know what I mean? If he should move up to heavyweight. You know what I mean? There's talking that he should be fighting Tom Aspinall, but Tom Aspinall, you know what I mean? The last fight he fought Curtis Blade, and we saw what happened. Curtis Blade, I put him in the category of damaged goods. Curtis Blade got knocked out a lot, guys. He got knocked out a lot. His chin right now is a suspect. It's the same thing with Steve Miocic. His chin is a suspect. Anyone that get knocked out as much as Steve Blade, you know, he took a lot of punishment. Yeah, Pereira is 37. You know what I mean? Same age as Jon Jones, same age as Francis. I think Francis 37, 38, same age. Not young, not too old. Aspinall is a beast. Yeah. Guys, Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blade is a dog, man. Yeah, he's a dog, but he's damaged goods, guys. His chin is a suspect now. He cannot take a lot of punishment, guys. Come on, keep it real. What you guys think? Curtis Blade, listen, do you think, you know, you going in the octagon getting hit by a man weighing 230 pounds, 40 pounds, hitting like a truck? Come on. And Curtis Blade is a big dude. Curtis Blade is a big dude. Curtis Blade is about 6'4", weigh about at least 250. Curtis Blade is a big guy. He could beat every other weight than Jones. Nah. You talking about Alex Pereira? Tom Aspinall? Nah. Listen, let me tell you something with Tom Aspinall. He have holes in his games. He have a lot of holes. You just have to watch him. There's certain things he do. There's certain things he do when he's going for punches and takedown. And Jon Jones know these things. People, let me tell you something. You never know how good a person is until you get in a ring. Anthony Smith said something. He said, you know, oh, when I saw Jon Jones, he's not that big. Look at him. No. He said the night of the fight. He said Jon Jones seemed bigger and taller. Jon Jones is very deceiving. He's a very deceiving guy. You know what I mean? Jon Jones come from a big family. I'm talking, when I say big family, big people. His father is big, and his mom was, you know, the youngest. I think Jon Jones is the shortest guy in their family. The rest of Jon Jones was 6'4". Everybody says 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". You know, he had brothers that played in the NFL. You know what I mean? But I would love to see that fight. Jones retiring. I think he is retiring. I think he's going to retire after the Steve Bay fight. Jones has nothing to prove. He don't have nothing to prove. He's the best. And you know, and Tom Aspinall, he needs to start calling out these heavyweights. Listen, You are the interim, and Dana White went on record, said he don't own Tom Aspinall nothing. All he owed Tom Aspinall is a championship fight for the heavyweight. And I believe after Jon Jones beat Middleweight, he's going to retire. He's going to give up the belt. And I believe that Tom Aspinall, the belt's not going to give it to him. He's going to have to fight for the belt. If Jon Jones give up the belt, just like when Francis gave up the belt, he's going to have to fight for the belt. The belt is not going to, even though you're the interim, but you didn't beat the champion. So the belt going to be up for grab, and you're going to have to, whoever you know is whoever is Dana White to listen. This. I mean, Kazmat Chavaya, man, he's good. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. He's good. He proved something to me tonight, because I said, you know, him going against Whittaker, this will prove if he's top of the food chain. And right now he's top of the food chain. But there's a couple guys up there that he got to get through. I don't know if Izzy gonna come back in this picture. Star Blender, you know, Alasanya, you know what I mean? He should be in the picture. Jones should have vacate the title. Why should Jones vacate the title? Because he's hurt. Who vacated the title? They hurt? No. That's why you have an interim. The mistake that Tom Aspinall made, what he thought that because Jones was out, the belt was going to give it to him. He think you are not the champion. You are the interim champion. So what you need to do is, you think Izzy should take a long break? Yes. Yes, because you know, one thing I give to Jon Jones and Alex Pereira and Francis, we all know what they did. They went and sharpened up their tools. They went in the toolbox, got some tricks on the old ones, improved and sharpened up, because they have to. Because this next breed of MMA fighters, guys, and he was injured. You know what I mean? When he was injured, he gave the belt. No. Listen, is it make MMA not cool? Yeah, they're very active fighters. Yeah. I want to make it to UFC one day, maybe. Man, you training? How old are you, Nick? You want to be in the UFC? You training? Listen, I tell people, if you want to make it in the UFC, man, you cannot be like no one else. Don't imitate no one. You have to be yourself. Yeah, you 17. So do you do cardio? You have to do cardio. That's the number one thing you have to do is cardio and endurance. Your core have to be strong in MMA. MMA, you have to be in very good shape. You have to be in shape. You have to be, and cardio is the best way. I do kickboxing, judo, taekwondo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and MMA now. Man, you have to get that jogging in there, cardio, man. You got to get that cardio in there. Do you do cardio? You got to jog, man. You got to jog. You got to go on the treadmill. And when you jog, do not jog on ground. You could go jog on the beach. The beach is good, on the sand is good. And when you jog, make sure you jog on grass. Why? Because when you jog on these heavy surface, especially if you have one of the best sneakers, you're doing damage to your knees. And if you have bad knees in MMA, just like Kamaru Usman have very bad knees. Swimming also is the best. Why you think Jon Jones swim a lot? When you see Jon Jones train, where must you always see him in the pool? Swimming. That give you endurance, core. While you're swimming, you hold in your core. You swim because, and cycling, yes, the Diaz brothers, triathlon, that's why Diaz, they don't get tired, because they know the importance of core, especially when it comes down to MMA. You have to have that core. That core, the core is like when you get tired, your core take over, the endurance. That's what you need. You need endurance to endure, weather the storm, weather you know, because that fight tonight, Topuria, he in the first round with Max Holloway, you could see that okay, Max Holloway's teeing up, but he controlled himself. He said, you know what, relax, and no need to panic. I know what I could do. I'm just gonna stay cool and pick my shots because I'm stronger, I'm faster, and his cardio is better than Max Holloway. Because in the second round, Max Holloway kind of eased off the gas a little bit because he was tired. And that is where Topuria, I believe that is where his endurance came in. Then when he go into the third round, look what happened. His punches start getting more and more intense. People, you know, people think when you go in MMA, it's about your skills and all of that. No, it is. But hear what I'm saying, people. It's about you being creative in an octagon. You have to be creative. Why you think Jon Jones and Francis and Alex Pereira they are creative in the ring? If A don't work, they go to B. And if B's not working, they're going to C. And if C's not working, they're going to D. They have all different type of level that they could go. Dude is the scariest fighter on the roster, Alex Pereira. Yes, he is. He's the scariest. Who you talking about? You talking about someone in Finland? You talking about an MMA fighter? Dude is the scariest fighter on the. And who you talking about? You talking about Alex Pereira? He's the greatest kickboxer. He was a kickboxer too. You know what I mean? Alex Pereira. If we speak about the same, if we talk about the same thing, I'm not sure. Because I wasn't paying attention to the chat. You said Sierra, the Bullet, impressive knockout. Who's that guy? He's from, where's that guy from? Oh, he was in UFC 305, 308. I didn't watch all the fights. I only watch the main fights. I only watch the main fights. Max Holloway and Whittaker, which was a disappointment. Oh my God, I still can't get over it, guy. How frozen Robert Whittaker just he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. He didn't defend the naked choke. He didn't defend nothing. And this is, you know, these guys. That's what, you know. That's why I love Francis, man. He knew that he wasn't the best wrestler, but he went and go get the tools. For Robert Whittaker seemed like he didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on. You could stuff him. You could have stuffed it. But Robert Whittaker was not prepared for a takedown so quick. But when you go in the octagon, you got to expect everything. That's why Jon Jones is the best. That's why Jon Jones is the best, guys. Jon Jones is the best. Way too strong. Yeah. And hear this now. At the weigh-in, do you remember at the weigh-in? The weigh-in, there was something with the scale. I don't know, but something wasn't right yesterday when they did the weigh-in. But it's okay. Cosmat, when he came out of the weigh-in, something was off. He didn't look he looked different, guys. And he came in the ring tonight, and he looked different. Something is not right. Something is not right behind the scene. And sooner or later, yeah, use a towel, right, to hide. I think celibate is for fighters, also training, but this is why religious people exceed all praise to God. Man, listen. Listen. You like DC, Daniel Cormier? Yeah, he's a good commentator. He's a good fighter. You feel bad for Max? I don't, because I knew Max didn't have what it takes to become a champion. I keep it real, guys. You don't understand the next level these MMA fighters coming with now. They are at the next level, guys. They are at the next level. So that's why you're seeing Max is bouncing back. Yeah, he gonna bounce back, but he's not gonna be a champion. Keep it real. Same thing with Cosma. I don't think he's gonna be champion. You know what I mean? He's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think so. You know, and also I seen that I think Whittaker was a little bit timid. He came in the ring very timid, I believe. He came in the ring just timid. Every Muslim fighter is winning, and what have to do? What have to do with Muslim? What have to do with Muslim fighters? It was a close fight, but Max is good. It wasn't a close fight, because at the end of the second round, I believe Topuria was, you could feel the energy was taking over, and when he came in the third round, you could see it. You could see Topuria was moving much better. He was hitting Holloway with some body shot. He was just catching Holloway a lot, man. His hand was quicker than Holloway, because Holloway couldn't get out of the way. Holloway moved, but the punch was already there. He got hit. You know, I just believe that Topuria studied his tape, and knowing that Max Holloway do not move a lot, head does not move, and Topuria was just picking him apart. Having belief in God is key. Yeah, it depends. Topuria is strong. Yeah, he's strong. You could tell that when he came in the ring, he was just, you could tell. You know, when it comes down to MMA, guys, you know, sometimes you could see sometimes you know, in MMA, you could see when these guys come in the ring, you could see there is certain vibes that they come in the ring with. And when Max Holloway came in the ring, he came in the ring with the vibes that he wanted to get this guy out of there in the first round. But Topuria did not phase. He did not move. So, and Max Holloway was like, what I need to do? Because when he went back to his corner in the second round, I believe his corner was a little bit worried. They were saying, come on now. But I just think when Topuria came out, he was a little bit more crest, a little more, you could tell that he pressed on the gas to go to that next level, and Max Holloway just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Topuria was ready. He was ready, and Max Holloway wasn't ready, because let me tell you something, guys. Looking back now at that fight he had with Justin Gaethje, it was just based on luck, a lucky punch. You hear what I'm saying? They both went in the middle of the octagon and said, come on, stand right here, let's duke it out. It was a lucky punch. It wasn't set up. Max Holloway head was down when he threw the punch. I don't think he just threw the punch and connected and dropped Justin Gaethje, and that was it. Yeah, all praises to God. Okay, yes, we know that. God is good all the time. Yes, it was luck. That punch that he gave Justin Gaethje, it was a lucky punch, guys. It wasn't set up. It wasn't like he set it up. It was a lucky punch. They both was going at it. If Justin Gaethje would have landed that punch like Max Holloway would have been first down on the floor as well, on the canvas. It was a lucky punch. It was a lucky punch. That's what it was. And he got so much fame after that. Yeah. Topuria also he's getting ready to fight Volkanovski. I think he's going to give him a rematch. Yeah, true. KG had knockout power too, of course. So whoever would have land whoever would have land, and unfortunately, Max landed a very hard punch and in knockout just engage it cold. That was it. And it's not like Max Holloway punch hard. He doesn't have a hard punch, guys. It's accumulation of punch that he could get you with. But he couldn't do, he tried tonight, but guess what? The head movement at Topuria was so nice, because his head movement, guys, he had very good head movement. Yeah, Oliveira too. They, you know what I mean, they need to go refine themselves in MMA. Anytime you have an MMA fighter losing like that, win and lose, they need to go find themselves in MMA. They need to go find themselves. They need to go find themselves in MMA. That's what it is. And all them guys that you want Charles Oliveira's champ, but he's not at that champion level anymore, man. He's not at that champion level. He's not at that champion level. That's what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? People don't understand MMA. You have to listen. You have to carry yourself. If you want to be a champion, you got to carry yourself a champion. Okay? It's like you're not a champion, but you carry yourself like a champion. So that's what I'm saying, that Kavnat, Chimaev, everybody say he's good. He's good. He's good. We've seen a lot of fighters like that. A lot of fighters. Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson was like Chimaev. Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson. Just like Chimaev, winning, beating everybody, and wasn't a champion. And when he went to that, so I am not saying Chimaev is in the same category as Tony Ferguson. If Charles beat Chandler and one more contest, then a title fight, yes, but he's not a champion fighter, man. Let me tell you something. Anybody could win a champion, but it's to keep that damn belt make you a champion. It's not winning the belt making you a champion, it's keeping the belt. So if you can't keep the belt, you're not a champion. That's how I look at it. Chandler have Dana White privilege, yes, because when he came over, Dana White gave him he signed a contract, certain preps, listen, Michael Chandler is a very smart guy. When it comes down to MMA, like business, when he first came over, right, he signed a contract with Dana White with the UFC, and there's certain language in that contract. Look how many fights this man lost, and there's certain things in his contract that both of them agreed to, and Dana White have to honor it, and you know, so that's how it goes. Charles fought last when Chuck Liddell was still champ. Nah, Chuck Liddell was pretty good too. Yeah, but you know, I can't wait, man. You know, next month, guys. Next month, Jon Jones versus Middleweight. So that's going to be I guess both fighters going to retire after that. And I know Tom Aspinall. I know he's watching that fight, and they're saying that Tom Aspinall is a backup fighter, something like that. But listen, yes, you prove yourself, but let me tell you something. If Francis was there, if Francis was still there, I don't believe Tom Aspinall would be talking like this now. I don't believe he could be, no. And is there a chance that Jon Jones and Francis? I don't know, guys, because by the way, you think Middleweight have a chance? I don't know. Francis beat Tyson Fury as well, not to forget. Yeah. You know what I mean? A boxer. You know what I mean? And you know, Francis. I watched a tape on Francis the other day, and he was talking about the fight against Joshua, and they said that they did him dirty. They did some trick. They did dirty, guys, because he was saying that Francis said he came 4 hours. 4 hours he waited, guys, waited. Meanwhile, Joshua just came in an hour, get tape, and went right in the ring. He said he waited. He said when he was walking the ring, he was like he wasn't himself. Not saying making excuses, but you should not be at an event 4 hours before your fight is on. That's not good. He could be a boxing champ, PFL champ, and UFC champ. Definitely a GOAT, but no, sorry, Rob, because they got beat. Yeah, Francis is the man, man. Francis is the man. Francis is the man. He's very good right now. I don't know whose his next fight will be, but Francis, you know what I mean, he's saying he's thinking about. You know what I mean? I think Francis, the loss of his son, he said that, you know, this fight was for Kobe, his son, and he took out all the frustration on Ferreira. Man, that was, Jesus. People, did you guys heard the punches? Those was heavy shots, man. Heavy shots. So, this is what I'm saying. If the UFC decided to do, you know what I mean, if the UFC Dana White decide to do crossover, and Francis, but I don't think Tom Aspinall want to fight Francis. I don't. He's talking about Jon Jones, but he's not talking about Francis. He's not talking about Francis. I don't think Tom Aspinall could push around Francis like other people. Remember Pavlovich? Francis bigger than that guy. That guy was huge. It's not about size. Francis is very experienced. You know, he have experience now. He's very seasoned. He's very patient. He pick his shots. He have wrestling now, takedown. Francis now is a complete MMA. You think Tom Aspinall could beat Jon Jones? Tom Aspinall don't have no weapons. What does he have in his arsenal? What does Tom Aspinall have? Tell me, Meek. What does Tom Aspinall have away from the wrestling? Everybody talking about his wrestling. Bisbee's up his ass. Mike Bisbee's up in, you know. So my question is this: good jiu-jitsu and boxing. Do you understand MMA is not about you a boxer, it's about you have to be good in everything. You have to be round. Okay? And right now, Francis proved that he was so strong than Ferreira. He took him down like a piece of paper. And did you guys heard the punches that Francis, and it was his left hand. Jesus, guys, those punches was hard. Hard punches. And it's not about Francis. Francis don't take a lot of punishment in the ring. Francis started late in MMA. Francis started MMA when he was only 27 years old. He's doing it for 10 years, guys. Or, you know, he's doing this for 10 years. It's not a long time. It doesn't take a lot of punches. Those punches was illegal? No, they wasn't. It was on the side of his ears. No, it wasn't. Come on. Right here, it wasn't. Back here is illegal. Back here, because you could kill someone. But here, and his temple, and here is gold, but you cannot hit any guy back of the head. Right here, you cannot hit anyone here, because that's you could kill someone. But here on the side of his face, that's what Francis was doing. The side of his face, there was no illegal blow there. O'Malley's overrated. Listen, I told you guys, watch my podcast. That's the one thing. I don't go podcast over these MMA guys talk. They're going to do this. They're going to talk. Oh yeah, Sean O'Malley's a very good talker, but he's not. His action in the ring says something different. Look what happened. Look what happened last time. Look what happened. Okay. Jones' weakness is a hard and fast. No, you don't. It's not a. You don't understand what Jon Jones can do. People, Jon Jones is not the hardest puncher. He doesn't have that knockout punch. He could knock you out with some kicks and accumulator punches, but Jon Jones is not a one-punch fighter, and Jon Jones know that. So what he did, I want to see Aspinall versus Kane, Cyril Gang. Cyril Gang, I don't know, man. I don't know. All these guys think that, you know, they want to be MMA fighters, and, you know, they want to beat up everybody else. And when they go in there with somebody that could test them, they can't produce. Same thing with Max Holloway. You went in there with a guy, and you think you're gonna outstruck this guy. You think you're gonna, you know, overwhelm him with punches. It didn't happen because the guy, and a lot of Max Holloway punches did not land. Topuria was moving. You know what I mean? I see Tom Aspinall stuck in Jon off every single time we try. Yeah. But let me tell you something. DC said Jon is very strong. And Daniel Cormier said, listen, he said when he was in the ring, he got to worry about a lot of things that Jon was doing. He said he have to, Tom is too big. Tom is not that big. He's about 6'4", 240 pounds. Jon is 6'5", he came in the ring about 253. It's not about, Jon is very strong. You know, a lot of people said Jon is very strong. Don't let that look fool you. DC is a baby compared to Jon? You mean DC is a baby compared to Tom? Jon Jones is 6'4". Yeah, 6'4". And he walk around now by at least 250. But he said he said when he come back, he's going to be in very good shape. He's going to have a six-pack. Even though we had Jon been in very good shape all his career, but he moved up to heavyweight and he got a little punchy because he had to gain the weight. But he said that the weight was good, but he said that he's going to come back and he's going to come back in better shape, a six-pack. So I believe if he come back in better shape, Tommaso going to have a lot of issues. You got to worry about elbows, got to worry about the kicks, got to worry about the oblique kicks, you got to worry about the uppercuts, the forearms. There is so many weapons to worry about Jon. Yeah, thank you, Willamore. Thank you. Now I have somebody here who know about MMA. Jon is very high in fighting. Let them know. You see, it's high IQ. Jon IQ is very high, guys. His IQ is unbelievable. Yeah, you know, his IQ, man. His IQ is very up there, and you know, he never been beaten, guys. And he's the greatest. You know, I don't believe we call it that guy's the greatest. He didn't really fight nobody, really. Please. It's later on at the end of his before he retired, he started fighting some good people. But you know what I mean? What's his name? Habib. Overrated. It's not that good. Please. Look who he fought. Look who he fought, guys. A lot of people not saying that. Look who Habib fought over the years. Prime Jones. Prime Jones is the best. Yeah, and Khabib only had 4 title defenses. How can you put him in the status of GOAT? Jon have what, 15, 16? Come on. People, you know what get me, people, with a lot of these MMA commentators, especially the Mike Bisbee and all these big time guys that doing it. You have so many guys doing podcasts. I can't. Usman, the Grinch. So many people. Jamal Hill. So many people. Sterling. People. There's so many people doing podcasts, but these guys when they do podcasts, they're speaking from a fighter's perspective. They have to look from a fighter's perspective because they are fighters. That's the mindset they have. But a person like me now, you know what I mean, I'm not a fighter, but I'm looking for the fighter perspective, and I'm looking for from an outside box, and we're looking at the fight IQ and the skill. It's not about the skill they have, because you could have all this skill in the world and you go in the ring and you can't produce. What it is, you gotta have it. That's what make Jon Jones, the Francis, and the Alex Pereira, they have it, guys. It is a gift that comes from above. You can't train for it. No one could give it to you. You just have to born with it. It. They might not have the best skills, but it's it. They have it. The issue is people forget Bones isn't in his prime anymore. And that's why. And if I was Prime Jones versus Aspinall, this would be a yes. Shouldn't be a combo. Yes. A lot of people think Jon Jones is 37 years old, guys. Jon Jones is doing this for almost 20 years. The youngest light heavyweight champion in UFC history was only 20 years old. 20 years old or 21 years old, guys. He's doing this for a very long time. So, you know, Johns have a lot of mileage. And, you know, what preserved Jon over the years, Jon did not, took a lot of punishment. He did not get a lot of punishment. The only person that gave him a lot of, you could say it was the Gustafsson. That was a war. And the Daniel, DC, that was a war. But if you look at all his other fights, Jon just eliminated everyone. Submission, knockout. Look what he did to Shogun. Look what he did to Machida. Look what he did to the guy now that's training, Glover. And let me tell you something. You got to big up Glover over there with Alex Pereira, because they're doing something wonderful over there. He have a excellent group of trainers and over there and coaches. Alex Pereira, he's very good, man. Yeah, kick him in his, hard. Yep, I remember that. Gustafsson and Ray could have went both ways. Nah, Jon Jones had the edge. Reyes, listen, Reyes not in the UFC no more. Reyes won? Come on, man, stop. No, we did not. You know what I mean? Jon dig deep, and Jon outpunch him. Outscore him. Those kicks. Ray won 3 rounds, guys. No, please, no, we didn't. We're not gonna have that conversation, guys. That fight happened like 3-4 years ago. And where's Reyes now? Where's Reyes? Where's Dominic Reyes? He's not even in UFC no more. He got kicked out of UFC because he lost so many fights. Come on. The only person that respect Jon Jones is Anthony Smith. He said, listen, Jon is good. He said, Jon is good. He said, Jon is good. Yeah. Okay, listen. You talking about a fight that happened like 4 or 5 years ago, 3 years ago with Reyes, 3 or 4 years ago, right? When Jon was a little bit younger, he was probably about 31, 32 years old. Come on, man. Jon Jones is good, but still lost to Reyes. No, you could say that. If he still lost to Reyes, why Dominic Reyes don't have the belt? And where is Dominic Reyes? Where is Dominic Reyes? Is he in the UFC? No, he's not. Come on. Look at their career. Everybody that fight Jon Jones just take them. Take the MMA hard. They just on a down. Another one, the Hammer. What was his name? Santiago. Look what happened. Jones took his hammer. Look what happened to all these other fighters. Jones took the MMA, the fight out of them. Just they can't recover. Reyes just won by knockout. Where is he fighting now? Where is Reyes fighting now? No, probably lost some mental when he got robbed, when he trained the most hardest and got stolen. Yeah, listen. Man, listen. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, man. I'm not going to be much longer, guys. I've been on for like over, it's going on an hour. I mean, thanks everyone for just having a conversation tonight. But all respect to Jones, he's the GOAT. He's the real GOAT. Listen, we have a lot of people in the UFC want to have that GOAT status. Want to have the GOAT status, right? It was bad scoring. You are being biased. The officially static how raids are scored. Jones received 1, 2, 3. Guys. So what were you saying? So how if he outscore, how we didn't win then? So you trying to say, come on, please. Dana White said Jones won the fight. And Dana White is not, when it comes down to, Dana White is not biased when it comes down who win and who lose a fight. Bad judging. What I think about Demetrius Johnson, you know, he got cheated out of his career. Dana White said he have raised up to 3. Listen, man. That fight, it is over. Peter Yang versus O'Malley. O'Malley's finished. O'Malley's done now. O'Malley's done. O'Malley right now, he's suffering. He's suffering. It's a mental in his head now. It's a mental in your head. You know, you question yourself. Did you train right? What did you do? Could you go do something differently? You know what I mean? But what it is, Sean O'Malley just don't understand that he need to seek people that are going to give him next level skills. If you in a camp and they're not give you next level skills, you need to leave that camp because they're setting you up. You're going to go in the ring with a fighter that is at the next level and you're going to get your ass kicked. So O'Malley right now, he need to revamp, look at his whole camp, look at his whole training and see what else could be done different, because if he still have those people and they didn't tweet make no difference, his career, he's going to be getting slapped up just like Max Holloway. You know what I mean? We know he had some win, but Max Holloway had some bad losses, man. And he you know what I mean? And he's very sloppy. He leaves himself open. People don't understand. That's one thing when you see Alex Pereira and Francis and Jones. Look at the Francis fight he had last week. Ferreira loved that hooping. Francis went in so quick and come out, and the guy missed, and Francis took him down. You see what I mean? So Francis, you learn. These guys like Max Holloway and Sean O'Malley, they don't want to learn next level. They rely on their knockout power and don't think that if that doesn't work, what else they have. You have to be a well all-around MMA fighter. Just like GSP was good. Just like Jon Jones gave a shout out to Francis and told Francis, listen, good leg kicks, good takedown, good impoundment, good kicks. And you know what Jon Jones said? I see you. Congratulations, champ, because now you're a complete mixed martial art. Max Holloway, these guys, they are not complete martial art. Same thing with Justin Gaethje. Same thing with Sean O'Malley. Same thing with Max Holloway. I could go on and on, because they rely on ups. They're standing boxing, but they're forgetting this is mixed martial arts. Everything go kicks, forearms, uppercuts, oblique kicks, punches, take a person down. Sean O'Malley, they don't wrestle. All they do is stand up. They don't. Same thing with Whittaker. These people, they don't wrestle. They want to stand up and bang. You don't do that. You're not going to be a successful champion. You might win the belt, but you are not going to be a champion long. O'Malley wasn't a champion long because he doesn't have an all-around game. Tom Aspinall, he doesn't have an all-around game. Guys, you have to look how these people fight in octagon, not just because they have skill. Anthony Joshua, someone know what had the same problem. Look when he went against DC. Look when he went against DC. What I talk about the Jamaican fighter Edwards, enough respect. He's good. He's good. He's good. Which one you talking about? There's a couple of Jamaican fighters in I think there's a couple of Jamaican in the UFC. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming into the chat. Make sure you press the like button, guys, so the chat. Yeah, so it's the same thing with Anthony Joshua. Not Anthony Joshua, Anthony Smith. Johnson. God bless the dead, great fighter. But he had an issue. He was not an all-around. These guys want to stand up and bang, but when they go on the ground, they're like fish out of water. They were easy to get choked out. You joined this late? What do you think about Rodriguez? That's going to be a fight. That's going to be a fight. Topuria is good. He's good. I knew he was good. That's why if you look at my no grappling, you said Rodriguez no grappling, Meek. If you look at my my channel, I did an MMA video and I did my picks prediction. I said Robert Whittaker was gonna win decision, but he let me down, man. Disappointed, Robert Whittaker. Very disappointing. But the second fight with Max Holloway and Topuria, listen. Topuria came in ready for everything. He came in for war. Unfortunately, Max Holloway, yeah, you thought Whittaker would have win, yeah, but he didn't show up for that fight. And if you watch my MMA video, the one I did, and I did say, when I did that video, I said, if Whittaker want to win this fight, he got to come in ready. He got to come in to expect everything. And now you went in there. You didn't even last for 1 minute. 1 minute. Come on. He didn't even last not even one round. So in reality is Usman is better than him, and Gilbert Burns is better than Robert Whittaker, because these people last in the ring with Chimaev. And Whittaker, you the one called out Chimaev, call him out. And you say you're gonna knock him out? You say you're gonna knock him out? Come on. See, and he's not a complete MMA. If you are a complete MMA fighter, there's no way in the world you're gonna get choked out like that. No. You're not gonna get choked out, and he got choked out. Yeah, Ramirez, one of the GOAT, yeah. But he was another guy that never used his overall mixed martial arts experience. All he relied on his boxing and knockout power. That's why these people, they don't last long in MMA. That's why you have Paul Acosta. These people don't last in MMA. They come in hot, but they don't last long because they are not an all-around MMA fighter. If these people go on the ground, they don't know what to do. They get tapped out real quick. Same thing with Robert Whittaker. They don't know what to do because they spend more time standing up and want to knock out people instead of training on the ground. Yeah. Yup. Pereira, we're going to knock out, what's his name? Ngannou, whatever his name is. Pereira, we're going to knock him out. They're saying that's probably going to be his next fight. Listen, Alex Pereira most likely will move up to heavyweight. I believe so. He's going to move up. Listen, Alex Pereira is a big dude. Alex Pereira, where he's 6'4", 6'5", walk around at least. If he's not training or dropping weight to make weight in 205, because he also, I think he got to cut weight for 205 as well. This man, you was down 187. Imagine that? He was cutting weight. He was cutting weight. Yeah, he's well around it, man. He's well ground, punches, everything. He's well. So Alex Pereira walk around at least 235. And if you want to put on an extra 5 pounds to make it 240, but he walk around at least 230. He's a heavyweight. Alex Pereira is a big guy. Big guy, 6'4", 6'5", but he's a big dude. So he could easily move up to heavyweight. And now, you know, the new breed of fighters that come in the UFC, they're not big guys. They're big guys, but they are not like how heavyweight big. And no, they're in the category of Alex Pereira, where they're heavy, but they fight like they're 185 pounds and move like light heavyweight or welterweights. You know what I mean? Because these, you know, look how Francis move. Very quick, guys. Francis move. For a big guy, he's fast. And look at Tom Aspinall. For a big guy, he's fast. And Jon Jones, he's not the fastest guy, but Jon Jones is a big dude. People forgetting how big Jon Jones is. And Jon Jones been fighting for a long time. Wear and tear. He's not in his prime no more. He's 37 years old. And this is his last fight. And I would not have a problem if Jon Jones hang up after the Steve Bay fight. I wouldn't have a problem with that. He said Jones boxing. I mean, Steve Bay, man, Miovchik is about 42 years old now. God. But you know, Jon is a man of his word. And if you look at Jon over the years, Jon, you know, if you look at Jon's career over his years, he's always asking his fans who to fight next. And you know, he always tell the fans he's gonna move to heavyweight, and the fans say when he gonna move, and Jon said he gonna move up, so he move up. Jon is a MMA fighter that listen to his fans. He love his fans, and so he always engaged in his fan. You know, who should he fight? And all his fight, he asked the fans who should he fight. So, you know what I mean? He signed the contract with Steve Bay. They already signed a contract. So there's no way for Jon to get out the contract. He have to fight Steve Bay because they signed a contract. And Jon is a man of his words. Jon kind of broke. He's going to fight a couple more times. Jon is not broke. No, he's not. Jon was one of the highest paying young champion over here. Jon have a lot of money, guys. Jon made investments and things like that. I don't think Jon need to fight anymore. Is Lilia is a future GOAT? Listen, stop throwing that name around, the GOAT name around. A lot of people love to throw around that word GOAT status around. It's not about people. It's not easy to be a GOAT. You don't get GOAT status because you have 8 fights. You knock out 4 people out of the 8, or you knock out 5. You don't get GOAT status like that. GOAT status come what you do in the MMA ring, in octagon, how you beat people, how your IQ in the ring, how you using your kicks, how you using your forearms. These are the things that people, you know, not going to lie. I mean, no respect. Jones will see sleep. You think he's gonna put him to sleep? You think he's gonna maybe a head kick? Jon doesn't. We know Jon don't punch hard. Jon is not one of them that punch hard. It's not easy to glaze, you know, Jones. Max and Volk both. Yeah, in the top 3 featherweight already. Yeah, Max Volk. I think Voski, I think he spoke with Topuria, and I think he's gonna give him a rematch. I think he's gonna give him a rematch. Or he's gonna give him a rematch. So who next for who's next? Who's next for this for Kazma? Who's next? For Chimaev Kazma, who's next? Who's next for Kazma? Who's next for Chimaev? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Is it Sean Strickland? Yusuf, good evening, good evening, good evening. So you from Jamaica, right? So how come when I go live with my Jamaican when I go live with Jamaican content and push out that nobody from Jamaica come on? When I go live and talk about Jamaican, nobody come live on the Jamaican chat. So I mean, big up guys. Thank you for the likes. He gonna wait for the title shot. Cause not gonna wait for the title shot. Yeah, he gonna wait, but join the UFC308. You heard the commentator them talking about, oh, with this win he gonna skip the line. Sorry for Sean Strickland. No. No, I think Dana White ready booked that fight. Booked that fight with Strong Strickland to fight Drakus. No, what? Title fight? Car's not gonna wait for the title. Yes, he's gonna wait for his shot. But there's a strong possibility that you know what I mean? I don't know, cause they're saying that Sean Strickland might get skipped. No, but no, man, no. No, did you watch that? No, agent, no match. No, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch it, man. It's so many things. Listen, you know what I mean? People, let me tell you something. Podcast is not easy because my podcast, yeah, he beat him bad. Yes. Dana White went to go talk to him because he said he wanted a title fight. Listen, let me tell you something. The higher you go on the train, the higher the intents get. The higher you go up to the title, the higher the intents of the fight gets. And Kazma, you know what I mean? You could say his fight IQ is good. He see, you see, Robert Whittaker is not a real wrestler. You don't explore someone's face like a watermelon, squeezing it and not get the title shot. Oh, you say he should get the title shot because what he did to Robert Whittaker? Who should Izzy fight in his comeback? in his comeback? Let me tell you something. Izzy need to Izzy's not listening to his corner. Izzy have a problem following direction. Eugene went on record, said that Izzy personal life, he need to put his life in priority. If you want to continue fight at this next level, he need to put something in order. Izzy is good, but he's lacking something now. And you know what I mean, and it's up to the MMA fighter to know what you need, because you're the one going in the octagon, and you need to tell your coach, listen, you need to prepare, you know. And if you find if any MMA fighter find himself in a gym or in a coach where they're not getting up-to-date skill, they're going to the gym doing the same thing every day, not engaging in the next level MMA, then you don't need to be there. You need to go find a camp where they're going to teach you the next level skill, because these MMA fighters, they are the next level. So if Izzy Izzy should stop that new age spiritual bullcrap. That's his problem. He's not focused. He's not focused in the ring. He's not focused in octagon no more. And if you're not focused in octagon no more, you're gonna get killed. You're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna get you know. I have to watch the IBO Lion match. It took 55 seconds. Facts, yeah. Cosma is taking the belt. Listen, you know, you have some fighters that could do well, but when they come to get the belt, they cannot perform. So we have to see. Cosma performing very well. We know that. We know he beat Whittaker. That was a big, but I was disappointed at Whittaker because Whittaker did not come. He didn't show up for that fight. He did not show up for that fight. It was too easy. Too easy. 1, 2, 3. Cosma didn't even break a sweat. Come on. Dracus is good, man. You think Sean could stop Cosma? No, man. Listen. All I know is that Sean Strickland, his striking is at a different level. Cosma Chavaya, his striking is not the best. That's one thing with those wrestling fighters. Their striking is very sloppy. Cause they don't. I give them. Yeah, he beat 2 Russians. I could give the Russians, when it comes down to wrestling, they know the game. They know the game. But where they're lacking, look at Khabib. His striking was horrible. It was like uncoordinated, just horrible. It's just horrible. Just, you know, it's just no type of skill. So they rely on the wrestling. So that is where I see the wrestler from Russia. Yeah, Khabib's striking was a joke. Horrible, 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 horrible. All they rely on wrestling and their strength, because these people, and I am not saying nothing wrong, I'm speaking the truth. And I don't want no one in here to get offended. These wrestlers from Russia, they are breaded, and they start taking steroids from their young, from that probably like 12, 10, 12, the body, build up, straighten up the body. I'm telling you, they take a lot of steroids. Bobby Green spoke about Islam before, about that same thing, that there was a different strength that this man had. He said, oh, now I know. And he saw interview Islam talking about that. They get vitamins. What kind of vitamins you giving kids in wrestling? Come on, we all know. We all know that Russia do a lot of things behind closed doors, especially years ago. Chinese used to lie about their age. Russia used to lie about, you know, cheating, taking steroids. It's a known fact. You know, they got a banned from, you know, in the Olympics. You know, they couldn't compete. You know, I mean, all these things. That's why Islam better than Khabib. He have a decent striking. No, his striking is still horrible. Their strike. See, that's the one thing that the wrestler from Russia, they don't finance what my words, striking. They do not have, because the striking is like a European boxing style. Don't you see Khabib? This how he holds his hand, guy, and that's all like this, and that's all European boxing. You there's too many holes, and they don't have no jab. You know, they go like this, and they come to you like that. They want to punch you, but at the same time they want to grab you. So they're very, very, very sloppy. You know, that's what I see. Yeah, it's like Soviet Union boxing style. They don't have no type of style. It's just bland, and they just stone punches, but they don't have no striking, because They're lacking on that because they don't have good boxing coaches over there. Wrestling, yeah, but they don't have the good coaching, boxing coaches like America or anyone else, or even the UK. You know, UK is much better. You know, you have boxing, Joshua over there, Tyson Fury, the boys. You know, you have people that could box. But Russia, their boxing is horrible, because I came to the understanding the reason why it's horrible, because boxing is a skill. It's a skill that you learn, and if you don't have no one there to teach you the proper way, the skill, you end up like this. Soviet Union, they have a lot of wrestling, and they have the skill. That's why you have the MMA fighters. What's their main base? They're wrestling, and they're very strong on that because they have the skill to teach that. But over there, they do not have boxing because no skill, and you have people over there trying to teach them how to box and hold, and look, they look so uncomfortable and out of place with their style, and it's horrible. That's what I think. Do you watch boxing? I don't watch boxing no more because I believe it's all propaganda. People don't want to fight people no more. It's like all fixed. It's all fixed. They pick their fight because they know they could win. I mean, you know what I mean? Guys, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. I'm about to log off. Thank you, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. Thank everyone for logging on, guys. Make sure you press the like button so the video go out in the algorithm, guys. I appreciate it. Enough love. I appreciate everyone coming on tonight and, vibing with me tonight and liking the video. And for all the people that come in, make sure you press the like button, guys. Listen, I know I had a lot of people in this chat tonight. One time I look at the chat, in the chat, I have like maybe, God bless you, man. I had over 30 people in there. I can't really see on my phone, my computer. I could have went in the studio and see how many people, and I only have 6 likes. Come on, but it's okay. Thanks you guys, appreciate it. Enough love, peace. All right. When you leave, make sure you press the like button, guys. All right.